In 1961, the Soviet Union began construction on the Berlin Friendship Wall, protecting the East Bloc from the dangerous and decadent bourgeoisie West. In that same year, Vladimir Nicoli and his wife Elena began their own construction on a 13-pound, 5-ounce boy named Boris. Little did they know at the time, but the young Boris would later become one of the most recognized names in the paranormal intelligence world. Boris was born and raised on an indescript housing estate on the outskirts of Vladivostok. His childhood was typical of most Soviet children at the time. When not in school, his pastimes included reading, music, bomb making, and standing in line for toilet paper. Wanting Boris to get a classical education, his parents sent him to Leningrad Institute for Adolescent Espionage. There, with other children, he was trained to infiltrate the West by adopting the language, customs, and appearance of typical American children. The teenage years were a difficult time for Boris, who, for reasons still unclear to this day, temporarily changed his name to Steven, and then back to Boris. While at school, Boris underwent a long series of psychological tests which revealed his profound ESP abilities. As well as his talent to be loved by women, but only as a friend. In spite of this demanding student schedule, Boris still found time to occupy second chair in the Moscow intramural tuba ensemble, teach touch typing to cats, and become a children's entertainer. Once out of university, Boris Nicoli began working for the psychic counterintelligence branch of the KGB. Those years are clouded in mystery. Rumors abounded that he posed as a 27-year-old ensign in the Baltic Fleet, as well as a female sniper in the People's Red Army. Yet one contrary yet credible account has him cleverly disguised as part of the famous Soviet folk group Pockets Full of Borscht. It was during this time that Boris fell in love with this woman, Alexei Ryzhkov. Sadly, he married this woman. The only evidence we have of Boris's rank in the KGB is this document, obtained thanks to the generosity, open communications, and helpfulness of the Russian government. In 1989, as a sign of communist victory over the West, the people of the Soviet Union unanimously decided to take down the wall. Thousands of spies were out of work. Those who could not find work in the private sector faced harsh economic times. It was then that Boris decided to move to the decadent West and use his ESP talents as a somewhat dodgy, if not sincere, bringer of entertainment joy to the masses. Throughout the world, ordinary people are now able to witness Boris's mind-reading miracles and maybe, just maybe, dance and drink vodka with him. Please welcome to the stage KGB mind reader, Boris Nicoli.